we're going to be using our advent calendar, our TBR prompts jar, and also a random number generator to be choosing our June TBR, our first summer TBR. And my adorable coffee cup. Ember is running around if you hear his little feet. Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Sarah. Welcome to our first TBR of the summertime. I am super excited because, as you know, we're going to be using our advent calendar, our TBR prompts jar, and also a random number generator to be choosing our June TBR, our first summer TBR. I really like this form of doing things because the books that I put in here, it makes me put on my TBR books that I wouldn't normally put on my TBR if I just picked them for myself, because it's just like books listed. But the TBR prompts also give me a little bit of a say in what I'm gonna put on my TBR because I am such a mood reader, and I have been having a goal to finish completely a monthly TBR. It hasn't happened yet, but we are still working for that goal. So I like this method a lot. And I've actually completely switched up the TBR prompts. I wrote all new prompts that were more summer themed, and I also have all new books that are all pretty much summer themed because I am just so in the mood to get into the summer reading and the summer books. I'm so excited. There's 12 TBR prompts and there's 12 just like names of books. If you're new here, hello. This is how we've been choosing our TBR for the month. Our monthly TBR is with an advent calendar, and what I do is I actually go onto a random number generator. We're using AHA slides this time. You have a number from 124, and whatever the number wheel chooses, we will pick that drawer, and inside the drawer is either a name of a book that is a particularly summer book for this June, our first month of summer, or a TBR prompt, which is a very summery type TBR prompt. Also, I have a bearded dragon. Here's my little dragon. Little Ember, he's running around underneath us right now. So, if you hear him running around, that's who he is. Let's get into it. We're going to pick 8 as usual. In the summer months, I really get to reading a lot more romances, and those go by pretty quickly for me. All right, first one. I feel like I just said a lot and not a lot at all. 15! So here's drawer number 15. Oh, and yes, we're using an advent calendar, and yes, it is summertime and not wintertime, but that's okay. Let's just pretend. Ooh, Wildfire. This is one of the new books that I put in there. It is the second book in the Maple Hill series. So I read Icebreaker a little bit ago, and this is the second book, and then Daydream, I think. Daydream is coming out this month. This is Wildfire. I've been wanting to get to this book anyway so that I can read Daydream when it comes out. It's super summery because it actually takes place at a summer camp. It is between Russ and Aurora. Russ is part of the hockey team. He's like, I think, the newcomer on the hockey team that was in Icebreaker too. They are at a summer camp and they're camp counselors. And, you know, there's a rule of not fraternizing or whatever with other camp counselors. Kind of forbidden, but also it's at a very cute summer camp, and I feel like that's going to be so fun. So, Wildfire is our first book. Let's spin again. I am so excited. I have put these in a very random order, so I don't know which drawers contain a book and which drawers contain a TBR prompt. Whoa, we got a little sound effect that time. We have number 9. So here's number 9. I think it's a book title again. Little Bear, Funny Story. So this was actually on our TBR for last month, but we didn't get around to it. So I am so excited that we chose it again. Here is Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is her newest release. It is about, I said it in my last TBR prompt video, but the guy in here, Miles, people said they remind him of Nick from New Girl, and I love Nick from New Girl, so if that's his vibe, I think I'm gonna love him. And it's basically about Daphne and Miles. They had relationships with people that then fell in love with each other. So now Daphne and Miles are living together, and the thing they have in common is that their exes are now marrying each other, which is very interesting and I feel like a very funny topic. Love Emily Henry's writing. Was obsessed with Happy Place, so I couldn't wait to pick up Funny Story because this is so highly anticipated for me and for everyone, I think, and it has the cutest little pink and white cover. Funny story, we're going to add to our TBR as well. I'm gonna roll our wheel again, but I'm excited that we got Funny Story again because that was one that I so wanted to read in May, but it didn't happen because there was other things that I was reading, but 14. But now we have a second chance. Okay, so 14. Here is 14. Last book in a series. We have a TBR prompt, our first TBR prompt. And this is good because I've also been doing vlogs on my channel about finishing series on my TBR. So this book is definitely going to be in a video coming up. Last book in a series. Oh, I know what I want to pick. Finale! We are going to choose Finale by Stephanie Garber. This is the third book, the last book in the Caraval trilogy, and I read Caraval and Legendary, and this is the trilogy that comes before the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, and I've been really wanting to get into Once Upon a Broken Heart, and this is the last book I have to read before I can dive into that trilogy. We're going to choose this one. It is hard to tell you what it is about because it is the last book in the series. I don't want to give you any spoilers, but basically Caraval there's Legend, and he is this like magician type guy, and he puts on a caraval, like a night circus basically, and he hides clues around for the players to find, and whoever wins gets one wish of whatever they want. So the first couple books were about Caraval, and I don't think that this one actually takes place in Caraval anymore, just because knowing what Legendary, the second book, ended on, it feels like there's going to be a lot more storyline and not just Caraval. Like you have to wrap up a lot of things, and you can't always do that in the setting of Caraval, like a game, you know what I mean? I have been loving this series so much. It's like a 4 to 5 star series for me. I love Stephanie Garber's writing. It is so descriptive and beautiful, and I could just picture it so perfectly in my head. The way that she describes things is just like in a fairy tale. Like literally it's like you're in a dream. And I am so excited to put Finale on our TBR for June because I want to see how their story is gonna end. Our next one's 23, by the way. It rolled without me knowing. We're gonna go with it for our third book, Binding 13. Wait, I have this book out there. I have to go get it. Okay, so I have to go out there and get Binding 13 because I actually tried to read this. I am on page 56. I tried to read it last month, but I sort of soft DNF'd it, not because I wasn't loving it. I was really liking it, but it was just, there were so many other things that I was doing that I just started reaching towards other books instead of this one, and I sort of never went back to it because it is a thick book. It doesn't look that thick, but look how little these words are. Like, these words are so small on the page. It is over 600 pages. I want to like devote my time to this book because it is the first book in the Boys of Tommen series, and I have the rest of the books in like the little ombre right here. Have been wanting to get into it, but I want to give it justice. I want to be able to give my full time to it because some people are absolutely obsessed with this series, and I just want to give it the timing that it is due. So I have been putting it off. We're going to try it this month. We're going to get into the Boys of Tommen series, finish this book, hopefully, because it's also on Kindle Unlimited, which is really nice because the words are so small. I feel like I read faster on my Kindle. I'm just excited because this book has so much hype around it. It's crazy. And I've liked the first 50 pages that I read. I think I'm gonna like it. I heard that it's sad, so we're gonna have to also set aside a time to be sad. Yay! Binding 13 for our number 4. Okay, and next we have 4, which all 4 I'm very excited for. And now we have 4 left. Ember's just like chilling. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing? 12! We're really sticking in this middle row, it seems. But here's 12 little presents. This one looks like a TBR prompt. A book with a great first sentence. That is such a fun prompt. So, okay, yay. That means I'm allowed to look at some books that I've been wanting to read and find a great first sentence. First, because it's like my summer. I just got this book this summer after You and Me. I got it because it takes place on the Jersey Shore, and I live in New Jersey, and I thought that was fun for a summer at the Jersey Shore to be reading this. Okay, the first sentence is, I opened the window shade in my 3rd story attic bedroom, anticipating my usual, somewhat obstructed ocean view, and instead get an eye full of Connor Malloy sand shirt on the roof of his parents' bungalow. It's a very long sentence. I wouldn't say it was the great first sentence. We do introduce the love interest right away. I wouldn't say it was great. Okay, next. Red, White, and Royal Blue. I have been really wanting to read this as well because I really want to watch the movie that's out. On the White House roof, tucked into a corner of the promenade, there's a bit of loose paneling right on the edge of the solarium. Not that exciting. Ooh, this is fun. I feel like there's just so many books at my disposal right now. Let's try Reckless because I want to get through the Chestnut Springs series and this is the next book that I have. I can't fathom why you feel the need to go work at that dingy little hospital in the country. Nah, I'm gonna read this though. I really want to read this. This is a book of the month pick. The Resort. It is a thriller actually. It takes place in the summertime. The bass thumps from somewhere behind me, echoing the beat of the blood pulsing in my ears. I look back at the group I've left behind, bodies painted in flashy greens and sickeningly sweet pinks rubbing against each other. I kind of like that, but I don't think it's stupid. This is a contender. This is a contender. I kind of like this one. This one, Ellen Hildebrand, The Hotel Nantucket, another fun beach read, I'm told. Nantucket Island is known for its cobblestone streets and red brick sidewalks, cedar shingled cottages and rose covered arches, long stretches of golden beach and refreshing Atlantic breezes, and it's also known for residents who adore a juicy piece of gossip. That's fun. I kind of like how she paints the picture of it, of like the setting that you're going to be taking place on. I do like that one, but I don't know if it's a winner. Okay, one more and then we'll be forced to pick. One more and then I'm going to force myself to pick. I'm just having too much fun. How about this one? Butcher and Blackbird, another one that I've been wanting to get into. And I hear this one's really funny. I have high hopes for this one. Being a serial killer and who kills serial killers is a great hobby until you find yourself locked in a cage. Okay, winner. Hello, winner. That is so intriguing. Great first sentence. I'm gonna choose this one. Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver. So this is actually a book that the second one just came out, Leather and Lark, which I also have, but this is a trilogy and it's about two serial killers. I think that is so fun. And it seems like there's a game between them as well. It says the viral friends to lovers dark romantic comedy full of murder, chaos, and sizzling chemistry. And they're both murderers, but I guess one of them enjoys killing other serial killers. That's so fun. Okay, you know what? I think this one is definitely a winner. I'm gonna choose that one. Sorry guys. Maybe next time for these books. That took longer than I thought, but I really wanted to look at all the books I had in mind because that is such a fun prompt and I wanted to do it justice. And I feel like Butcher and Blackbird definitely did. So, ooh, 7 is our next one. First one in the top row. Okay, let's see. Okay. Butcher and Blackbird. Okay, we just picked that one. That's actually hilarious that we got this one afterwards. But we can't use it because we just picked it. So let's try it again. What are the chances of that? Literally, what are the chances of that? That is hilarious. That's crazy. 16. Ooh, we are cleaning out this middle row. 16. It's a prompt. Cover with water. Perfect for summer. This is one of the ones, like I said, I included because I wanted more summery reads. We have a few options to choose from. We have The Summer After Me and You. The Summer After You and Me, The Hotel Nantucket. You know what? I don't think I have any more. I definitely do, but I can't find them right now. So, it's either The Summer After You and Me or The Hotel Nantucket. Both super beachy reads that have different vibes, but I'm kind of loving it. I think I'm gonna choose The Summer After You and Me because this one is a young adult book and I feel like it'll go quick and it's like the perfect book to bring on a beach read. Whereas Ellen Hildebrand, also a great beach read, but I feel like it's definitely like there's a mystery and stuff going on. I think I'm kind of just in the mood for like little summer romance. So we are gonna choose The Summer After You and Me. This is about Lucy and basically she lives at the Jersey Shore and it's the summertime. Tourists come for Memorial Day and then they leave so not to get attached basically. But there was this massive storm that tore the Jersey Shore apart. And I'm thinking this is a reference to Sandy that happened a while ago. And during that summer, she meets Connor Malloy. She's finally healing after Connor went back to his life in the city, leaving her to piece together her broken home and broken heart. Lucy's even found romance with her longtime friend Andrew, except Memorial Day is approaching and Connor is returning. Lucy's summer is about to be filled with fireworks. That sounds so cute! cute. Wait, I'm so excited. This sounds so cute. Ah, okay, we're gonna choose this one. I feel good about that choice. I feel like we are having like a pink theme up here. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have 2 more. 2 more books to choose, and Ember's still just sitting here staring at me. 6. Here is number 6. It's a prompt. A book you think will be 5 stars. Okay, best prompt ever. That is like just asking for me to pick an amazing, amazing book. Ember's still just hanging out here, so I'm gonna pick him up. I feel like he's like freaking out a little bit, so I'm gonna go put him back in his tank. But say goodbye, Ember. He's so cute. I love him so much. So, a book you think will be 5 stars. You know what? Should I do it? Oh my god, it's so big, but I want to read it so bad. We're gonna do it. It's massive. It's so huge. But we're gonna pick Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. This again was on my TBR for last month. I didn't get around to it because simply this is my favorite series ever, and I do not want it to end. Was like, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna read it. But then I thought about it and I was like, but then no, Magnolia and BJ's story is gonna be over. This is the last book in Magnolia and BJ's story. So I've just like sort of been putting it off because I don't want it to end. But I think it's time. I think it's time that we read this book. I just love it so much. I love this series so, so much. It's the last book in the series, so it's very hard to tell you what it's about, but basically, I know that something bad happened in the last book of the Magnolia Parks universe, so this book is going to deal with a lot of grief, I believe. That's going to be really heavy and dark and sad, and we have all these fun summary books, so maybe like a more serious book will be good to put on our TBR because, oh my god, this book, the quotes in here, they make me cry. I'm obsessed with everything about this series. We're gonna go ahead and do it because I want to be back in the Magnolia Parks world, but I'm scared for it to end. But I can't just keep putting it off, so we're gonna do it. Last book for our TBR, number 8. Let's hope for a good one. I really kind of want a thriller, so let's hope for a thriller. 19. Here is 19. Oh, it's a book. Darkwater Daughter. Okay. This is fun. This is actually a book that my boyfriend chose for me. We were in Barnes & Noble and I just wanted to see like if he could pick a book that he thought I would like, and he took it very seriously. It was very funny. The store was closing and he really was like inspecting around to see which one he thinks I would like. And this one is very intriguing. It is actually part of a series. This is book 1 of the Winter Sea series, Darkwater Daughter. It is by H.M. Long, and I feel like this author writes dark romance. Am I wrong? I feel like they write dark romance. This is not a dark romance. This is a fantasy that takes place on the seas. It looks so pretty, first of all. Have I shown you? So pretty. It's like a good summer series to get into because it takes place in the water. I'm excited. I'm excited for this one. Okay, yeah. I don't know what it's about, and I don't want to tell you because I kind of want to go in blind. I'm pretty sure it just has to do with a storm singer, which is basically like a siren, I think. She has to serve a pirate lord, and then I think like a soldier saves her or something. It seems like it might be a little bit of a dense book, but it does seem like it's very good. Yay! Okay, that is going to complete our TBR for June, our first summer TBR, and I think we have some good books here. Whoa! I feel like we only had a couple prompts, but most of these books, like the advent calendar, chose for us. But I am excited. They are summery, they are fun, and they are the end and the start of some series that I've been really wanting to get into. So let's go through them. First, we have Darkwater Daughter by H.M. Long, one of the books the advent calendar chose for us. Then we have Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. This is my predicted 5 stars because I mean, a Magnolia book has never not been 5 stars, so it's definitely gonna be 5 stars. And then we have The Summer After You and Me. This is our prompt for a book with water. Such a fun summery read that I am very excited to get into. Then we have, okay, it stopped for some reason, but then we have Butcher and Blackbird. This was an intriguing, like a really good first sentence, and it was about a serial killer being trapped in a cage that loves killing other serial killers. I think that's very intriguing. We have Binding 13. This is a book that the advent calendar chose for us, and I'm super excited to get into the Boys of Tommen series. Then we have Finale. We got from a TBR prompt as the last book in a series, and I am so excited to see how this ends. Then we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is one that the advent calendar chose for us. I think it's perfect. And then finally we have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. And this is another one that the advent calendar chose for us, but is perfect for summer reads. This is great because I feel like we have definitely 1-2 really good summer reads, and the rest I feel like have a summery vibe. Like Darkwater Daughter has a summery vibe. I feel like even Funny Story has a bit of a summery vibe. I'm excited. This is our TBR for June, our first summer TBR of 2024. And there are definitely going to be videos on these books. I already have them planned. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.